Adding high quality protective coatings to tabletops, coasters, or plaques is really easy with Amazing Clearcast. We're going to walk you through two projects that we have, one being a small plaque and the second being a larger table. This design was a keepsake for a birth of a baby named Xander, and once we finished that design and did a little test fit, we were able to go ahead and laser etch the wood with the design. The first step in the process is to take some Podge, which is basically a white glue, and it's used to adhere the photo down to the wood, and also it's used as a sealer to seal any porosity that might be in the wood, seal it all up so that when we apply the clear cast we get a nice clean coating. The Podge does go on white so you can see where you applied it, but it dries clear so it won't affect the clarity of the project. Once this is completely dried, we're ready to apply our clear cast. Begin this step by measuring out equal parts by volume of the Amazing Clear Cast side A and B. You have 30 minutes of open time, so take your time mixing, don't incorporate any more air than necessary, and be sure to scrape the sides and bottom to ensure all material is mixed. Before you begin to pour your clear cast over your project, ensure that it's level itself. This will allow it to self-level evenly. It also helps to take a brush and run it over the edges where it runs vertical to ensure that you have a uniform coating. Once coated, let it sit overnight for full cure. The next application, or the larger application, is a table for a cottage. This table has already been sealed with Mod Podge, so we're going to go ahead and mix up our resin and get started on clear coating. Again, we first start out by measuring out our clear cast, and this is going to take a few batches, obviously, with the larger table. Once measured, simply combine the two sides into a pail and begin gently mixing. Once fully mixed, you might consider degassing your resin. Here you can see the resin that's been placed inside of a vacuum chamber. The vacuum is causing all the air bubbles to evacuate the system. Once degassed, we went ahead and began applying it to the table. As the clear cast self-levels, the aluminum tape will act as a reservoir and contain the resin. Once the material has leveled out and you've given it some time for air bubbles to rise to the surface, you can take a spritzer of alcohol and apply a light mist. This will break the surface tension and pop any bubbles that remain close or near to the surface. Once the entire table is coated, you might choose to wait a bit for the material to thicken before removing the tape. As you can see here, once the tape is removed, the material will begin to evenly flow over the edges. A foam applicator or brush can be used to remove the excess. After a 24-hour cure, you now have a clear, durable, and protective coating. If you have any questions about this project or any Alumilite products, please give us a call. We can be reached at 1-800-447-9344.